Welcome back, everyone. Super excited to share with you the updates overview of the latest update, version 2.1.1. We're back in RLS Career Overhaul mod. It's been an exciting week. We did not expect to get this update out in a week and get it out with so many details. This is the kind of the Motorsport update, if you will, where we brought back a lot of the Motorsport missions from the previous version of the RLS Crew Overhaul mod, as well as implemented a lot of new ones. So we'll talk about each one today. So let's start off with drag racing. That's probably been the most popular feature. Drag racing is back. So you should have. Oh, this car is really loud. We did fully implement this time the I guess vanilla drag racing mission to go against random opponents. It should be working now, and this will be basically the same thing as the free roam event, just now enabled in career and able to earn you some cash. Now we still have AI traffic here in the pits, and they do go down the drag strip, but once you line up, they will all disappear. Really, once you take off after staging. So this uses the same staging system as before. Line up here. Any second now. There's the first beam. Second. We're a little deep, but I think it'll work. And big stutter there as it loaded up the times. But there you get rewarded. It shouldn't stutter like that the more you play. But you should be able to see your time as well on the board. And yeah, free roam drag racing is back, and we're super excited for it. So along with the regular drag racing, we added a no prep drag racing area on the highway here at the toll booth. As you pull up, you'll notice these two BMG flags. These designate if it's a free roam event. So all you have to do is pull up to the line. It's gonna be about a half-mile drag. You'll see your stage in the top left there, and you can go whenever. And you might notice you see some wrong way messages pop up. We're still working on kind of fine-tuning that. They do tend to show up even when you're not going the wrong way, but when in doubt, ignore them. If you think you're going the right way, just keep going the right way. We also brought back all the, as many as we could at least, of the missions from the last update. So all your road racing missions here with your different classes, they're back. You have some rally stuff up here and some off-roading. Some more missions here. So all those missions did come back. We were unable to use the classic track, which cut through the drag strip. That might come back at a future date, but right now we're not working on it. We do not have the off-road section yet, the rock crawling and all that. I do have a goal. I do have a plan to implement more rock crawling and bring some of that back. It won't look the same, but there still needs to be some off-roading. Some natural rock crawling available. So we do plan on working on that in a future update. There are also the new oval missions and oval track. So let's head over there. And while we drive over there, I want to give a big thank you again for all the support, all the subscribers, all the likes, all the comments. They definitely encourage us to work hard and do more. If anybody remembers, I released a poll for what we should do once we hit 500 subscribers, and the vote came down to adding a new feature. So we added the RLS 500. So it is a extremely long 200 lap oval track race. You'll notice the oval track here actually is paved now, or half paved. It does include the free roam style events, so we'll go ahead and do one of those right now. But yeah, the RLS 500, it is a 200 lap race. I'm not sure how long it will take you, maybe 2 hours or so. And you can earn 500K. So it's a big reward, but it is a long race, and your car has to survive. And there will be AI, and the AI have actually gotten really good, especially on this oval circuit. The AI is incredible. But over here at the oval track, you can do the paved section or the dirt section on the inside. If you want to do the dirt section, you just need to line up and on the dirt path, and it will work. But let's go ahead and show off the RLS 500 a little bit. There is also a smaller, shorter version of it, the RLS 100, which is just like a 10-lap race with AI. So if you want to jump in and jump out with AI, you can do that. As well as a kind of classics race, where we go against the Blue Buck stock car. We do have goals and hopes to implement more missions and more different kinds of racing. So if there's any type of oval track racing or any kind of motorsport, let us know what you'd be interested in. Big thanks to Shift Tab for the thumbnails, the editing, and as well as making the thumbnails for the missions. So he started to do that. They're not all updated, but the RLS 500 and 100 and the 100 Classic do have the updated thumbnails. So we'll just start the RLS 100. We probably won't finish a race. This AI difficulty is a bit easier than the RLS 500. The RLS 500 is actually pretty challenging. If any of you watched Cletus McFarland and the Freedom 500, it's definitely an homage, pays homage to that. So it is a Crown Vic, or in Beam World, a Grand Marshal. It does have a 50 shot of nitrous to use at your disposal, and here's a 10-lap race. You notice the AI are actually going side by side and keeping solid pace. Now they still will wreck, and there will be issues, but far less than previous. Contact there, someone's stuck on a wall. Do be careful of these walls. They will pop tires, they will suck the car in. You do not want to hit a wall. Let's see if we can pass someone naturally. It's like he went out wide, but he shut the door. Rather preserve the car. This might be my favorite mission race that we have right now with AI. The AI are so good, so competitive. In the RLS 100 and 500, you have to use this car. You can't bring your own. But the RLS Classics, you can. It's intended for you to bring your own Blue Buck. We'll show that off in just a second, but it's not necessary. And again, this AI, the difficulty is turned down a bit. Or actually, this is more default. The RLS 500 is a much harder AI. Alright, here you have the RLS 100 Classics. This is the Blue Buck style race. They're a little slow to get going, but they do get going pretty well. And as you can see, you can bring in your own vehicle. Again, intended to use a Blue Buck, but really do whatever you want. We do want to add more types of oval racing, different maybe tiers and different difficulties and styles of cars. Oh, it looks like we lost both our right side tires. And that would be a short end to our race. But let's go check out the other free roam events. So here we have at the quarry site a free roam event. This is a little rally course, I guess off-road course. You can use whatever car you really want. But pull up the line, get the stage marker or stage indicator in the top left, and then just go. And this is very similar, or exactly the same really, to the racetrack free roam event and the off-road racetrack free roam events, where the more laps you do, the reward increases by 10% for each lap. So it really does pay to stay out on track longer. So payments start a little lower and ramp up, as well as you get a bonus for whenever you beat your fastest time. And you can keep doing that as often as you like. So we added several other free roam racing experiences, and we'll give an overview of all the ones we added at the end of the video. But the other discipline that we're super excited for is free roam drifting. So how this works is it's basically just a drift event that you only have to drive up to and to I guess initiate. Um, so we pull up here, get a stage marker. There you go, we're stage. And once we go, you'll see some assets pop in. That's when you go ahead and uh, start your drifting. Uh, the drift score is a combination, or I guess the drift reward is a combination of your score and speed. So you have two factors to consider. So you can try to be really flowy, have a lot of angle and a lot of drift points in that regard, but you do get rewarded heavily or better for going faster through the track. So you had some tire textures that popped in to show you kind of where you need to go. You still have the checkpoints as well. Oop, my handbrake wasn't warmed up there. There you're rewarded for your drift score and time through the track. You can go back to the start and do it all over again. Super excited for this feature. This is something that we actually had kind of cooked up halfway a few weeks ago and a few months ago, really, and kind of forgot about it until we were putting this update together and realized we could try to get this out in time. So, big shout out to Tristan for all the work that he put in to develop the code and all the late nights that we put out or spent together working on has really paid off to such an exciting update. Real quick to show you where all these places are. So this is the Hot Rolled area. That's a drift event. Across the street is the Seal Brick drift event, a little bit longer. Let's see, where else? We got the toll booth, and that was where the no prep drag racing was. Quarry was way over there. If you come back to the commercial area, you have a kind of rally stage. It's our only rally stage right now. We have plans to add more of these features all over the map. This is a nice, fun rally stage. It's a rally stage that Tristan came up with the idea for. It's really fun, really risky and risk rewarding. Under the main bridge, we have a little off-road track here under the underpass. We might touch up this place a little bit more later, add some more races in this area just because of all the different trails that flow through it. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. Over on the island, we have another drift event over here at the windy bit of the road, just south, or I guess just next to the lighthouse. This area is a drift event, so that's a fun one. And then the oval racing we mentioned has its drift events, and then of course the main racetrack and the main off-road track back on the mainland. I think that's all of them right now. Like I said, we have big plans to add more. So if there are things you'd like to see, let us know. Any suggestions on tracks, any suggestions on type of missions, what kind of vehicles, what kind of grouping, things like that. You are able to repeat the missions if you use Control L after spawning in the game. So once you load in the game, hit Control L, you can repeat missions and get the full reward as much as you like. We are still tweaking and tuning this system. We're kind of going back and forth on if we should have a full reward or maybe just a half reward, because currently vanilla it's like you get a 10% of the reward, and we'd really like to see. I don't know. To me, it makes sense to be able to every time you go to a race, you get the opportunity to or chance to get the full amount. But that could get a little overpowered. There's still a lot of balancing that needs to go on with the update. And so do let us know if you find a mission that pays way too much or it doesn't pay enough. We're open to all types of feedback. We'd love to hear more about it. Other than that, I think the only updates, we did some other bug fixes. We did a minor police update, so that way the police will change lanes when chasing you. But they still do have the issue where they will grief you if you evade them or something breaks in that regard. But I think that's going to do it with today's video. Again, thanks for watching. We're not going to be doing weekly updates all the time. This was it was a big push to get the mod back into the game, and then to get the missions and motorsport stuff back into the game. Now we're just going to play it for a little bit and see what else needs to be changed, what we feel needs to be changed. We'll probably be releasing an update maybe every 3 weeks is what we're gonna try to shoot for. Um, not this weekly pace. It's been fun, but we need to we need to dial it back a little bit and go back to our day jobs and whatnot. So but yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you are interested in play testing early during that time, look into the joining the YouTube memberships. We'd love to have you. Um, but with that, I think that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching.